In the UK, a person is reported missing every 90 seconds, and each year the police investigate over 170,000 missing person cases. Some of these cases get solved, with the missing person being returned home safe and well. However, there are some mysterious disappearances that just cannot be solved. Number 5. 38-year-old Jesse McFerrin was last seen in the early morning hours of October 23, 2021, and his case is one of the most mysterious missing person cases in recent Oregon history. Jesse owns the Fancy Rabbit Art Collective tattoo shop in McMinnville, Oregon, and is well known in the local tattooing community. While his business was going well, cracks were beginning to show in his private life. According to his wife, Victoria, the couple had been experiencing problems in their marriage in recent months and had decided to spend some time apart. Despite spending time apart, Jesse always made sure to be there for their son and his stepchild, who is Victoria's child from a previous relationship. Jesse also had a child with another woman from a previous relationship. Victoria commented that he was always there for all his children and would have done anything for them. On October 22, 2021, Jesse spent the night with friends in Tigard, Oregon. By the time the friends had woken up, there was no sign of Jesse anywhere, and when he failed to contact them, they began to panic. According to phone records and testimonies, Jesse met with a friend that morning around 4:30 a.m. to collect some stuff that he had left in his car. After this, he was never seen again. The last activity on Jesse's cell phone was at around 5:30 a.m. when he sent a text to the mother of his oldest child, but after that, the trail ran cold. When Jesse failed to show up, his friends and wife knew that something was very wrong. Victoria called the police and reported her husband missing. Her panic was compounded by the fact that the two had been having marital issues and hoped and prayed that Jesse was safe. As of December of 2021, the Yamhill County Sheriff's Office and Jesse's friends and family are continuing their search for him and are releasing information and press releases where possible. Jesse is described as a white male, 6'4", 180 pounds, with brown eyes and a shaved head. He has a nose ring in each nostril, and his whole body is covered in tattoos. The most distinctive tattoo is of a bird on his left cheek. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Yamhill County Sheriff's Office on 503-434-7506, quoting case number 213397. Number 4. 18-year-old Kylie Reddick is just like any other teenager her age, hoping to find herself in the big city and figure out who she is and what the future has in store for her. Kylie was a member of the Fort Peck tribes in Poplar, Montana, and had moved to San Francisco in early 2021 to kickstart her journey of finding herself and seeing what the world had to offer. However, in July of 2021, Anita Lachesi, her advocate, became increasingly worried when she couldn't contact Kylie. On July 24, 2021, Anita and Kylie unknowingly shared their last phone call, and by the end of the week, Anita knew that something was terribly wrong when all of her calls were going straight to voicemail. Kylie's friends tried reaching out to her via Facebook, but these messages also went unanswered. Her social media was untouched, which is incredibly unusual for an 18-year-old in 2021. Anita had become Kylie's advocate through a program created by the Sovereign Bodies Institute that aims to help Indigenous women who have faced violence because of their race and gender. By all accounts, Kylie was a sweet and hardworking girl, and it was extremely out of character for her to disappear without making contact with Anita or her friends. Authorities believed that Kylie had possibly befriended an older man and began searching through her phone records and social media accounts to obtain more evidence. Weeks passed without any word in Kylie's case, and the attention surrounding her disappearance began to fade. Then, on October 25, 2021, Anita received a phone call from the San Francisco Police Department. As the call connected, Anita hoped that she wasn't about to hear the news that she had been dreading. Incredibly, the San Francisco Police Department was calling to let Anita know that Kylie had been located safely in Oregon. Since August 25th, there have been no further updates in her case, but we're thankful that she is home and safe. Number 3. On May 20th, 2021, it started like any other day for the Cannon family from Scotland. 19-year-old Jamie Cannon got dressed into his gray jogging bottoms, gray shoes, and blue jacket, and began the walk to his local college carrying his camouflage backpack. Jamie was studying bricklaying, and in his spare time, he worked part-time at an Italian restaurant for some extra money. For Jamie's mother, Lynn, she knew that she would return home from work to see her son waiting for her, so that the two could talk about how their days had been. However, the evening of May 20th rolled around, and as the sun began to set, the house was empty. There was no sign of Jamie, and Lynn knew that this was extremely out of character for her son. When Jamie failed to return home or make contact, Lynn called the police to report her son missing. She informed the police that Jamie's phone was broken and that his SIM card hadn't been put into another phone. For police, this meant they were unable to track Jamie's phone and last known location, and instead turned to CCTV cameras to unravel the mystery. CCTV cameras spotted Jamie at 10:26 a.m. walking down Kerr Avenue in Saltcoats. After this, there's no sign of Jamie, apart from a few alleged sightings that have never been confirmed by police. There has been no activity on his bank accounts, and his phone remains switched off and at home. An extensive search and investigation was launched into Jamie's disappearance. However, 7 months later, we're still no closer to figuring out the truth. In November of 2021, Lynn, Jamie's mother, gave her first interview to the Daily Record and told them that for months after Jamie's disappearance, she sat by the window waiting for Jamie to walk through the front door and back into her arms. With Christmas fast approaching, Lynn wants nothing more than to have her son home. If you have any information about Jamie Cannon's disappearance, you're urged to contact Police Scotland at 101, quoting case number 1623 of the 22nd of May. Alternatively, if you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers at 0800 555 111. Number 2. With over 215,000 followers, Kashawn Cookie Sims, also known by her Instagram handle Cookie Dough, is by no means a small influencer. Kashawn, who is known as Cookie to her friends, uses Instagram to share fitness and beauty tips, and displays her workouts and transformations on her page. However, in September of 2021, Cookie made headlines for a different reason and became one of California's most bizarre missing person cases. Cookie's family told law enforcement that they had last seen her and heard from her on September 8, 2021, and that they reported her missing soon after when she failed to make contact with them and failed to update her social media profile. After Cookie was reported missing, investigators learned that Cookie had been admitted to a Pasadena hospital on September 11th and 12th, complaining of shortness of breath. With each admission, she was released on the same day, and after that, the trail went cold. Cookie's family made several social media appeals, begging anyone with information to come forward. Cookie's mother told ABC7 that in recent months, her mental health had been on a decline, and they were concerned for her safety and her whereabouts. Thousands of Instagram users chimed in, helping Cookie's family spread the word about her disturbing disappearance. In October of 2021, one of her family members was relieved to have received a phone call from the police and a local hospital informing her that Cookie had been located alive and well. Further details have not been released to the public, and Cookie's Instagram has sat untouched since July of 2021. Cookie's family have also kept the details quiet, but have revealed that Cookie was in good condition and is now being cared for. Number 1. The Hampshire Constabulary has issued a fresh appeal for information about 44-year-old Joe Sheen, who has been missing in Southampton since December of 2019. Joe, who was a mother of 3, was last heard from in December of 2019, and when her family hadn't heard from her in almost 2 months, they reported her missing in February of 2020. According to the latest appeal that has been released to YouTube and social media, Joe, also known as JoJo or Little Joe to her friends and family, was last seen in the Nicholston area of Southampton by a police officer on November 30th, 2019. According to the Hampshire Constabulary, Joe's last confirmed movements were on December 5th, 2019, when she made the 14-mile journey from Fareham to Southampton with a friend. After this, Joe has not been seen or heard from, and almost 2 years later, her family is desperate for answers. Shortly after she was reported missing, the Hampshire Constabulary conducted wide-scale searches of Empress Road in Southampton. It was also during this time they revealed that Joe had no fixed address or bank account, and announced that they were searching homeless shelters and asking people to keep an eye out in surrounding towns and cities. In November of 2020, the Hampshire Constabulary made a shocking announcement when they revealed that they had arrested 5 men in connection with Joe's disappearance. These men were never publicly named, and just weeks after their arrests, they were cleared and released without charges. The Hampshire Constabulary has not released any further information and has refused to comment on what grounds or evidence the men were arrested on. The latest appeal was made to their YouTube channel and social media accounts on November 30th, 2021. Joe Sheen is described as a white female, 5'1" with a slim build and long dark brown hair. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Hampshire Constabulary on 101, quoting Operation Blackboard, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 0800-555-111. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep up to date with all of our future uploads. But I've been Ty Knots, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.